G'day, Rick here. Well, do you ever get frustrated with all those terms and conditions agreements that you're asked to agree with? Me too. And today I'm going to talk about that and also show you a way that hopefully you can review those terms and conditions with almost the speed of light. Stay tuned. Did you know that 91% of people accept terms and conditions without even reading them? And if you're 18 to 34, it's 97%, according to a report from Deloitte's. I must admit, I'm one of them. I just couldn't be bothered. Then the Guardian newspaper tells us it would take 250 hours a year to read all the terms and conditions that we come across. But quite frankly, I think that figure is grossly understated. And they also say that it takes on average 20 minutes to read one. So just have a look at the table that you can see on the screen there. Microsoft has a word count in their terms, 15,260, that's going to take you over an hour to read. Well, I suppose that might make some good bedtime reading if you really need to be put to sleep. But all the big players, look at them, got heaps and heaps of words in their service agreements that's just going to bore you to death. So let's try and find a way around it. So to try and save myself a bit of time, I generated this little AI tool to review the terms and conditions for me. You just paste the text in, copy the terms and conditions from a website, and then paste them into the tool and let it work its magic. So let's have a look at my terms and conditions. They're here on the site. So I've copied them. So we'll go back to the tool, put them in here into the, paste a copy of the terms and conditions in here, paste those in. They're all there, and submit and let it work its magic. And as you can see, it has now come back and returned the information. So it's providing a summary here saying that the terms and conditions of my website are standard in the format. There's a disclaimer that I'm not liable for any losses or damages, which is pretty well standard. You consenting to the disclaimer and agreeing that, look, there's all standards, it's all just standard terms and conditions, as you can see. Now, there's an important note that I've made sure that goes into this little tool, and that's the user is still responsible for understanding and accepting the agreement. So that's what it comes back with. Now, that's just a standard terms and conditions. So let's see what it does if there's some funny ones in there. Okay, so now we're going to test the tool with some terms and conditions that I happen to have found where there are some known issues, and we'll see if it gets picked up. And I picked up this text from a site called Tool Tester, and the text that I'm going to use is actually copied into the article that you can see on screen, which is on my website, and there will be links to that in the show notes. So I've already copied the text, so we'll just copy it in here. I won't ruin the surprise for you, and just see what it comes up with. So there we go, and submit. So the tool's come back with the response from going through it, and the summary says that it's fairly standard in its format. However, there's several clauses that a user should be alerted to, including that they will have the right to put your name on Santa's naughty list, name your firstborn child, and not eat pizza for 12 months. So there's no violation to users' privacy, but it's warning you that you should check out those clauses, and I would certainly be very concerned about being put on Santa's naughty list. So I hope the tool will certainly prove of some value to you, apart from perhaps the odd bit of fun if something's there. If you do find any terms and conditions where you give away a kidney or something terrible like that, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. All the links will be in the show notes, of course, as I said before. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.